I ordered this lot of games from ShopGoodwill. I know this site is somewhat controversial. They charge a lot for shipping. There's the handling fee, etc. But you'll sometimes get good deals, I think. And this whole lot, including the actual price of the item, shipping, and handling, was about $30 even. So here we go through it. So Combat Simulator 3. I think this is an early small box, so I think it's still a box. Get a nice little manual with it, a little disc itself. It's a fun one. Haven't played them too much, but certainly a fun one. Sims 2 Special DVD Edition. So, Sims 2 is from after the big box era, but you have a DVD here, game disc, and a bonus disc. Also a DVD edition manual and a little coupon for a hint book and a bunch of other paper advertising additional stuff. I don't know what's on the DVD, but there's some promises on the back of the box. You can get rare vintage ads from The Sims, Sims 2 movies, outtakes, interviews, etc. That's kind of cool. Never a big Sims player, but it's cool to have. I mean, Sims are interesting. Nice little gatefold too. Uh, Sims is an interesting series. I mean, such an enormous series, and to some degree, if you collect PC games, the Sims are almost unavoidable. But never really played them. But cool game to have in collection. Age of Empires 3 Gold. So this is three original and three of the War Chiefs in a nice small box. They've got a really chunky manual in there. Oh, don't use a product key, please. I don't really care. I'm not going to share this online. If I do anything with this, I'll probably play this in Windows XP. You have a bunch of trees here. Really nice little collection. Got a whole bunch of CDs. And yeah, can't complain too much about that. But also, I think I have a super deluxe edition of it somewhere in a mega box, but it's still a cool one. I loved naval games back in the day. One of my favorites was Carriers at War, but for some other ones. I don't know this one really, but cool little game. Submarine game. You got a keyboard chart because these and full-size manual. These games really used every part of the keyboard to control them. Oh, Costco's. Well, really Walmart slop. So it is. All right. This has been staring at you, so I'm going to wait actually for something under it. I've done a little recon already. That's kind of cool. There's a Cars game, Target exclusive. Never played this. I imagine it's aimed at kids, but could be cool. Don't know much about it. If people think this is a cool one, let me know. No manual or anything in there. 1701 AD Gold Edition, containing both 1701 AD and the Sunken Dragon expansion. Not really too familiar with this one either, to be honest. Oh, someone printed out the cheat codes and everything. That's kind of cool. This is really... Small box games are not as collectible, and I know that, but they're a lot of fun. Wings Over Europe. I never heard of this one either, but I love this gatefold. This looks like it might be a sort of cheap collection from a little later. Was there a copyright date on this? 2006. I'm not that late. Cold War Gone Hot. Still a cool one. So, like I said, you can't avoid Sims collection. Sims 2 Open for Business. It's a little dirty as well. It's sometimes worth giving some of these games a little cleaning. I think I'll put this on a cleaning pile for a little later. Right. This also comes with some loose discs in various conditions. I don't necessarily trust these to be all that great, but Sims 3 Town Life stuff. Sims 2, Mansion and Garden. Sims 3, high-end loft stuff. Put this all in the Ziploc. You can see, I don't know if you can tell there, but these are really not looking that great. So yeah, not looking that great, but so they are. Sims 3 game disc. Okay shape. It's something, I mean, these are hard to avoid. Got a whole bunch of discs here, it looks like, in a Ziploc bag. People remember Operation. This was given away by General Mills. Oh, I think this is actually okay, we have a bunch of episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Another disc of that. Both episodes 3, so multiple episodes of Attack of the Mousers. So this is, I think this is a real game actually, but only the middle part is the game Compliments of Kellogg's. Yeah. Oh, Buzz Lightyear music CD featuring Buzz Lightyear of a Claw and I Am Game. A 2009 Disney Vacation Planning DVD, so that's useful to somebody, I'm sure. Man, it's in rough shape too. Okay. Dora the Explorer Backpack Adventure. Not my particular idiom, but that's cool. Go Ronald Voice Interactive CD. Don't know what the heck that is. Kids Cam Digital Camera Driver Disc. THQ Special Edition game Nemo's Underworld of Underwater World of Fun. Makes much more sense than Underworld of Fun. Hallmark Card Studio Deluxe CD4. Well, I'm going to use that. Blues 1-2-3 Time Activities. Okay. Art Explosion Greeting Card Factory. I mean, I don't think anyone is clamoring for this stuff, but it's not why anyone buys a lot like this. It's kind of fun. But it's just whether it's hobby is collecting or hoarding is sort of in the eyes of the beholder, I suppose. Candyland Adventure, Incredibles PC CD-ROM Print Studio, still sealed and the disc sealed. Where's the Blanket, Charlie Brown? From Smart Play. I'm not familiar with this. Oh, well, that's cool. Freddy Fish from the Haunted Schoolhouse. Freddy Fish was slightly after my time, but it's cool, and I definitely like the connection with Ron Gilbert of Monkey Island Frame, which, is much more of my time. I don't want to reveal what's over here, so I'm going to do it last. I'm going to say we have a couple of small boxers here. Okay. Age of Empires 3 original release, so we have the Super Deluxe of this and the original one. I should probably cover that. So that's kind of cool. I know I already showed it earlier in the video, but whatever. The thing with these lots is you don't have any choice over what you get within the lot. But the whole thing was $30 for everything. These are obviously not why I purchased it, but they're in there. Sims 2 Double Deluxe. This is Sims 2, Sims 2 Nightlife, and Sims 2 Celebration stuff. So it's a base game, which is somewhat useful. Heroes 4 of Might and Magic. Fun one, good game. Sims 2 Free Time. Civ 5 Gods and Kings, a standalone update. I mean, most people have this, but in either Civ 5 Complete, it's kind of cool to have just the disc for Civ 5 Gods and Kings. They have more than a little of a Civilization collection, so that's kind of cool. Oh, the build engine, I don't know if I can call it classic, but it's a build engine game. Redneck Rampage, it's the original disc. You have some songs on there. Got the disc. I have a computer to play this. That's a lot of fun. Combat Flight Simulator World War II Europe series. Combat Flight Simulator 2 Pacific Theater. You got Disc 2 in there. We got Disc 1. We sure do. Virtual Pool by Interplay. Another Disney game. A couple of more recent ones. We've got Civ 5, Game of the Year. So you have Game of the Year and Gods and Kings. I think this is a UK issue of that PEGI code. This probably requires Steam. Yeah, it requires Steam. I mean, I own it, obviously. We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Also requires Steam, but still cool to have. Oh, Sims 4 and Sims 4 Get to Work. Well, this is most recent Sims. All of these, I think, require various logins. And we got Age of Empires, Gold Edition, the original, and the expansion as just a standalone disc. This is from a little later. This will be sold at retail at a checkout. Still cool to have discs. All right, and now the big box stuff. Well, I've been hiding what's beneath this, but you'll see it soon. This is Rainbow Six Gold Pack Edition. So this has in it, it's a proper big box of everything from really near the end of the big box era. I think this is 2001, 99. So this has quite a bit in it. You can see what's over there now. We've got full-size strategy guide. We've got Eagle Watch manual, an original manual. We've got discs. We've got Rainbow Six, the original game. I really love that ad for AT&T WorldNet. If you had WorldNet internet service back in the day, leave it in the comments, I guess. That's a very YouTuber thing to say. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, original Rainbow Six and Eagle Watch never opened. That's kind of cool. There's a spot for these games here. I think we'll put this in the slot. There's a little wear to the case, unfortunately. We'll see it in a second. If you look in the back, you can see it torn up a little there. Not much you can do about that. I mean, obviously, I'm not getting a refund at this point, nor would I really want it. I think I got a really great deal here. So, that flap is kind of hilarious. Buy more Red Storm stuff. Kind of respect that. Be marketing everywhere. Also, speaking of the top, you can see it's also torn up over there. What are you going to do? You know, this was not an expensive lot. I didn't buy any of these individually. And this one, this sells for about $30 on its own. X-Files the game. So this is the FMV episode of the X-Files. They filmed a whole episode of the X-Files, and including with the main cast, and they got him to appear. Scully and Mulder are both in it, but it uses mostly a different character. And the way the box is set up, the game fits on this, is really on a much smaller holder. And you can see it sort of all fits in there, and it's just cardboard all around. So that, let's see the back here, though. You might find it interesting. Yeah. And we've got a helpful tabbed organization of the 6 discs. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, really fun, really collectible game. Don't know if I call it a great game, unfortunately, but fun, collectible, certainly. That's something, right? Yeah, the X-Files, the game. If you were a fan of a show, it's a fun one. Like I said, won't claim it's great. It's definitely from the FMV era, but it's a fun one to have in your collection. This old productivity stuff is not going to make me a ton of money, but it's fun. Normally, if I'm going to sell it, actually, I had Corel Draw back in the day. It's kind of fun to have a box copy of it, to be honest. It looks like everything is here, though. I mean, this is an upgrade as well, so if I really wanted to use it, I'd have additional issues. Oh, that's interesting. we've got the discs for Corel Draw 6. That's interesting. Corel Draw 10. Corel Draw 10. If that's interesting, we have 6. We have disc 1 is here. And this came with warranty registration, stickers for Corel Draw, upgrade info, just a guide to a quick reference card, and manuals for Rave and Corel Draw 10. That's pretty cool, and I'm really happy to have this disc for 6 as well. I don't know what I'll do with that, but I have a vague sense that the 6 might actually be more useful, maybe. I don't know. So this is an upgrade anyway. Oh, I get it now. So with 6, I can install 6, and then I'll then upgrade to 10. I don't think Corel's going to come after me for that. We've got, this looks like a mono audio cable. Also a very short mini USB cable. That's kind of useful. Or micro USB, actually. Let's use a box for the rest. Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit Classics Edition. These Classics Editions are not quite as collectible because they don't have real manuals. They put a manual on the CD. A little slightly smaller, but still fun. Madden 2000 NFL Classics Edition. I'm sure it looks the same on the inside. Old sports games are probably the least collectible ones. We don't even have a catalog in here, but it's still cool to have, and it's in great condition. Yeah. I don't know. I still, even again, I love the 3DFX logo. A reminder of where the market was at. I should show you the back of. Oh, back is upside down. Back of Need for Speed 3 as well. Because these classic boxes sell for less, if you're just looking for a copy of a game, they can be a lot of fun to have. Finally, Tiger Woods PGA Tour Collection with 15 courses. So you can see this includes multi-discs of all the courses, everything like that. So fun one to have. You know, for $30, I have no regrets about this. There's no real standouts. X-Files is a very nice find. I'm happy to have it. But I mean, I can definitely see wanting sort of a bigger hit. But like I said, for $30, including shipping, you can't complain. So thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this little impromptu video, I'll probably do more of these.